All right, guys, here we got one of my drop the driver. One of my really good timber to timber locations. This is a really good late season spot. We're on just one side of one of these big box culverts. This is a good spot every year, no matter what. I don't base this off of any crop rotation. Just good spot every year. And don't look like much, you know, you look here and you can't see any defined trails. But like I said, that grass has overgrown everything. Normally, this whole area right in here is just a sandbar. And you can see just a solid mud trail going alongside of it. This year you had taller grass, but you can still make out the trail coming along. And then you get down here to where it actually is mud. And I can see footprints all through the mud going through this culvert. These spots are awesome. I love trapping these because, you know, as much as I love my timber to corn, they burn out quick. As a dry land trapper, that is the disadvantage of a dry land trapper over a water trapper, is my dry runs, they dry up quick. You know, take 3 or 4 coon off of it on a good one, and you got to move on. You got to find newer spots. A lot of these water locations, people are catching 8, 10, 12, 15 raccoons on. You know, this is a good spot. It's never a great spot, but you know, I'll catch 5 or 6 here, no problem. Come back late season, pick up another 3 or 4 hopefully. But just want to point that out, guys. Not everything I'm doing is going to corn. You know, I'll set these timber to timber locations too. The only downfall, you know, that a lot of these are, it's a long ways up there to the truck. You know, I'm not, I won't say lazy, but I'm definitely don't like these big trips anymore. That's a long ways up there, especially carrying 2 coon. I try to avoid things where you get too burnt out. That's why I avoid those big bridges down here. I've talked about it before, but I'll mention again, you know, I don't have those subtle bridges. If this was an actual bridge down here, this would be a low bridge. Most of my bridges are 25, 30 to 40 foot down. River rock or erosion rock down the sides. That's a mess, but I'll set spots like these every time, guys, for sure. Also, guys, while I'm down in this timber location, I want to point this out to you. If any of you new trappers find a spot like this, a little tile runoff, a field runoff, kind of a little concave area, that is going to be ideal spot to pick up some mink. If I knew this water would be here, I would be putting a 1.5 right there, blind or in a pocket set. Either or, doesn't matter. Really great location to pick up some mink and something like that. Slightly, you know, got some brush over the top of it. Great spot, but I know this water is going to be all but gone here in a little bit, so just something to keep in mind, guys. All right, here we are again, guys. My standard, you know, mature timber to corn. Mature timber, we got cut corn on the other side. I've had a lot of guys telling me right now that you can't catch coon going to cut cornfield. It has to be standing corn. Guys, I'm telling you, everything I set on is harvested. If I have 1 or 2 fields along my 200-mile line that's still up come season, I will be really surprised. That being said, this year with all that rain and everything, we might still have some crops in this year. Not 100% sure on it, but I want to show you guys this. You know, if you look way down there, we still got mature timber here. Once again, going to timber in a cornfield, just ideal spot. And right here we got a tube, we got a culvert. If you look real close, right down in there, you can see the funnel, and everyone thinks, all right, no, that's just the water runoff can make that, and it can make that for sure. I'm not saying it can't, but I want you to come around, take a look at this other side here. That is a trail. That is awesome. I'll get down here as low as I can. You can just see the footprints all the way up this bank. Get up here and even show you some more. This is just, even though we've had all this rain, you can still see the outmarks of all these toes and footprints coming up there. This is definitely gonna be one of my better corn locations for sure. Hopefully take 5 or 6 off of this one too, but some kind of big chunk of metal there. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of junk floating around out here. But yeah, that's it's gonna be a hell of a good trail, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Same exact spot as last time, guys. That big tree, you can kind of see way down there. It looks like it's the middle of the road. That's where we just stopped at the last trail, just like this. Cut corn, mature timber, and one heck of a good trail. I mean, this is just, there are tracks for days in this. This is awesome. Matter of fact, when I was driving past here a couple nights ago, I saw a couple coon run out of the corn, run down this trail. So definitely gotta set this one pretty heavy. Probably throw 3 dog proofs in here. One on this side, just because it's the high side and kind of exposed. The other side tucks down a little lower than everything else and has grass surrounding it, so we can throw 2 in there and be hidden pretty easy. Wow, now this is a trail. Not sure how well you guys can be able to see this, but I mean, that is just a solid mud trail coming right down through here. Another timber to timber location, guys. That's all this is. Big mature timber, and the thing I think that makes this a hot spot is this one big tree. That's kind of their landmark, I think. You know, it's got several large trees down through here, but this one is just a giant. They went through and kind of cut the brush at the base of this tree, so I can't really tell where the trail is going up over here anymore. I was planning on putting a dog proof on this side, 220 on the other. Looks like we're going to be able to get 2 220s on the other side, which I love my 220s anyway. But just a really nice spot, guys. In fact, you can see claw marks like crazy on this thing. You might not be able to in the camera, but I mean, that is just, man, that's awesome. This is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and anchor my top 220 over there, so when it gets caught right here, it's gonna swing down and be hanging right down here. My second one is gonna go right underneath this brush, and it should be hanging down here right along the edge of the road. Great location. I hope I have a double here to show you guys in a week from tomorrow. Well, Sunday be the first check, so 9 days from today. Speed's the name of the game. Finally slowed down raining a little bit for us, which is good. It's been coming right down. Nice trail here. This is another timber to timber location I always do really well on. You know, it's not quite so important on pre-staking, but when it comes actual trap day, running the line, speed and efficiency is everything. You know, I land trap, and a lot of the really good, quick, high number trappers, they stick to the water, and how they are so fast and efficient blows me away. But I try to stay as fast and as efficient as I can on my road line as well. It's a really good trail. I really like this one. Just a timber to timber location, like I said, but it's all about speed and efficiency, guys. Between trapping, you know, setting the traps, baiting the traps, dispatch, coming home, skinning. It's not just one small step. It's everything accumulated, combined, is what's going to make your season a success. All right, might be one of my last videos of pre-staking here, guys. Battery's about dead on this sucker. Man, what a trail. What a trail coming down, running right along the edge here. And we're right above a big empty box tube. The trail splits off over there, goes around right down the side of the wall here. I got a 220 set right here. I anchored that all the way over here. When he hits this, he's gonna swing down and he's gonna be hanging right off the edge of this, out of sight, out of mind. I really love when those locations like that work well. Doesn't happen very often, but you know, you really want to get that coon out of the trail, keep the trail flowing natural. It's gonna pick up a lot of coon on this trail. I think I got two 220s on the other side. I would not be surprised if we come out of here with 5 or 6 coon pretty easily, maybe even 7 or 8. So anyway, guys, getting down the road here. I mean, how do you beat a trail like that? Wow. Goes up, complete mud. Going up, around, and right under the fence. Awesome, awesome spot. This would be an ideal spot for a 220 trail. Even with the rain, this trail's held up pretty well. Got good, you know, vertical cover on both sides. It's confined, it's really narrowed down. Unfortunately, we're about 75 yards from a house up here, so we're going to be limited to dog proofs, but awesome, awesome trail. Here, we're still on that same trail here. I just showed you, but I want to show you this. I was just about ready to go get some dog proofs and look down at the road, and we got us a kitty track. Nice sized bobcat, it looks like. Here's what I'm talking about, ethics, guys. You know, I can't set a 220 here. I'm too close to a house. Legally, I could set some footholds in here. I could throw some blind sets in here. I could do a little bit of anything I wanted to, but I know for a fact that the house right on the other side of that hill has dogs. As badly as I want to chase this bobcat, there's plenty of cats around. I'll have other opportunities. I'm not going to risk catching someone's dog. Yeah, those footholds would not hurt them. I think they're labs. I mean, they're kind of a bigger dog, labs or retrievers or something. But it's not worth it for me. Last thing I want to do is come down here with a family in distress because their dog's caught in a foothold trap. Even though the dog would be perfectly fine, you know, they'd get scared, their kids could get nervous and worried, and that's not what we want. So I am legally allowed to put footholds here, but we're just going to dog proof it and look for other places to catch that cat. So it's part of the game, guys. Just use your head and be smart about it. Hope you guys can see this one too. Just a dynamite trail going up through here into the timber. We got corn on the other side of the road, but man, that is a trail, guys. Stuff like this gets me excited. You know, it's been really tough here recently, with the wife being as sick as she was, me working like crazy trying to get the shop ready at the same time. It's been a struggle this year. You know, trying to get my head wrapped around of what's coming up next week has been kind of a struggle. But when you start seeing stuff like this, that just instinctive trapper inside of me, he definitely he comes out. This just really gets me excited. I love seeing this stuff like this. This is a furry highway, that's for sure. We're gonna go ahead and throw in a couple dog proofs here real quick. Definitely be the last of my pre-staking videos here. So the next videos you see, we're gonna be baiting stuff. You know, it's gonna be 1 week from tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm pretty excited for that. That's a long day too, especially doing that all by myself. It can make for a very, very long day, that's for sure. So I know it sounds like Trapper Jay is going to ride with me on Sunday for our first check. That should be a good time. Plus, it's always good to have someone that knows how to trap riding with you to help you out. As everybody here knows, I fly solo on my line, with the exception of, you know, my dad rides with me from time to time. I have some buddies that like to ride with me that have never done this stuff before. But other than that, you know, I fly solo, so it's gonna be fun, guys. Gonna be real fun. Gonna be a lot of work yet though. Some long days are ahead of us. Just a matter of time. A lot of sleepless nights. I'm not looking forward to that, but I am looking forward to seeing a nice 3X boar coon with a nice little crop circle here in 9 days, and I think it's gonna happen.